Hey guys, Richard here from Romantic Missions and the Ultimate Man Summit. Today I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you, how many of you know you have a bigger game to play in your life? How many of you are tired of running around in circles, chasing your tail rather than leading your life the way you want it to be? How many of you really want to step up to be the man for yourself, for your family, for your friends, for your business, and for your world? How many of you know that? Because this is the thing, guys. I want you to listen carefully. I've been there where you're at. I know what you mean. You're feeling. I know that you're tired of setting goals and actually not hitting those goals. You're tired of having those resolutions that you do every year and never go through with them. You're tired of playing the small game, being the mouse rather than being the man and playing the bigger game that you have inside of you that is screaming to come out of you. See, there's one thing I know that holds all men back, even myself, back from being an ultimate man. But we want to step up to being the ultimate man, the very best selves of ourselves. And the one thing that holds us back is this. It's fear. It's fear of failure. It's the fear of success. It's the fear of not being good enough. It's the fear of having to be real for once. It's the fear of actually becoming who you actually are and accepting that and not getting influenced. It's the fear of embarrassment. See, this is the biggest thing, guys, is that when you learn to conquer your fear, when you learn that the fear actually just lives up in here, that is nowhere else to be found, then that's when your life starts to open. That's when you crack open the skin that you're living in and actually become the ultimate man that you are. So that you can become the ultimate man, just like how I've developed my own life, where I've learned how to actually balance my career, my businesses, my organizations, my relationships, my health, my finances, all these other areas of my life, and really gotten on purpose and exploding them so that I can actually be here with you to share the secrets and actually tell you, all the secret conversations I've been having with all these ultimate men that you've seen, Dr. John DeMartini, Dr. John Gray, Preston Smiles, Commando Steve, all of the offline conversations we've been having on how to actually form the ultimate man, actually bring that to you. But guys, I want to tell you this. I didn't just get born into that level here. I was just like you. I had to work hard for it. I had to slave away. It took me many years of mastering this and many, many, many thousands of dollars just to get to the level that I'm at right now. Because I was just like you. I was sitting there. I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know how to become a real man because, I wasn't fortunate enough to have a father or a male role model to show me what it means to be a man. And not only that, we're living in a world where we're constantly changing. The male role models from back then have shifted and actually become something different, something bigger. And we need to adapt with that too, because if we don't adapt, we die. And that's where I hit that real turning point of, I need to go find myself and find what it means to be an ultimate man for myself. And in order to do that, what I did was I realized the biggest thing to overcome was up here, was to get over the fears, get over the belief that I wasn't good enough. Have faith in myself, to believe in my value, to really resonate with what it is that I want to achieve in my life. And that's what I started going out to do. And to do that, I actually ended up finding the right coaches, the right people. I found a life coach for my money, right? To sort out my money situation. I found a business coach so that I could actually continue building a bigger business and playing a bigger game in that sense. I actually figured out how to actually work on my relationship so that I can have the best relationship that I have right now and actually continue to grow that. I went out and got a personal trainer to help me with my body and my physical shape. And I even got a life coach so that I could work on my mind. I got a mindset coach. It's all about getting those people in line and people who are at where you want to be so that you can actually learn from them and take that shortcut so that you don't have to work your way around, snaking away, trying to hope how to find what you want to do so that you can actually become your own ultimate man. I'm not here to tell you what an ultimate man is. I'm just here to help guide you through it because I've gotten all those mentors, experiences. I've paid thousands of dollars for that and I want to bring this to you. That's why we started the Ultimate Man Summit, so that you can first get the knowledge. But next is the implementation. Now that you know what to do, how are you going to do it? How do you actually do that? And what I found, the biggest thing for me, the biggest single key thing here for me was having an accountability, having that coach, someone there who's looking out for you, who's on your team, having that Phil Jackson, right, on your team, the coach, the person to make sure that you take those shots, you continue making those shots, and you keep working at what you want to work at, and actually guiding you through that path whenever you're confused, so that they can lift the fog up. And that's what I want for you. I want you to become your own ultimate man. I'm not here to tell you what it is. You already know what it is, and we're just going to get it out of you so that you can bring it across to more people and make a bigger impact. And that's what we want to do here for you here today, guys, with the Forge Your Life program. It's a one-on-one coaching program for 3 months where you work one-on-one with me, where I share with you the techniques so that you can break up the walls, the struggles, the barriers up in your mind, to really start opening yourself up to becoming the ultimate man that you are capable of. Because this is the thing here, guys. If you don't do this, if you don't take action from what you've learned, then you end up living in the shadows, and you end up living and playing in the shadow values. Instead of living on purpose, you're living in comfort. You're not pushing yourself. You're not growing yourself. You're dying. Instead of having the wealth that you want, you're living with vanity. You're focused on now. You're focused on get that feeling of right now and making everyone think that you're better off than you actually are. Then there's also the health. If you don't have the body you want, you're going to be ending up in gratification. You're getting that instant hit, getting that instant sugar rush, making you feel good now, but then 30 minutes later you crash. And then the last shadow value is for the relationships. If you're not having the relationship that you want, you are living in a place where you're playing about power games. You're doing that power struggle. You're living with the ego in mind, trying to be better and trying to hold your value with your partner and all the people around you so that you can actually have that power. But that's not going to help you move forward as an ultimate man. Because it's going to cost you time, it's going to cost you money if you get divorced, right? If you have a failed business, if you're spending money rather than saving money and investing it, right? If you're not, and it's going to cost you emotions because you're not living on purpose, because you're not doing what you're meant to be doing. You're not playing that bigger game that you're meant to be playing. And this is what I'm talking about. I've helped heaps of people, especially one of my best clients, right? His name is Paul. He came to me after a 3-year relationship, brokenhearted. He didn't know a single thing about himself. He lost his best friends when we first started coaching. But after 2 weeks, we focused on what was important to him. We brought these values up. We worked through the 5-step F.O.R.G.E system. We flushed out what beliefs he had within himself. We flushed those out. Then we obliterated the crap out of them so that he wouldn't have those beliefs anymore. Then we did the 3rd step, which was we released everything. We released his expectations, released his disappointments of the past, and really we then went ahead and got him grounded on step 4. We got him grounded on himself and his truest values so that he can actually go ahead and actually make a huge difference in his life. See, and then the 5th thing that we did here was we helped him become an enforcer. We helped him become the enforcer for his life so that he could take action and he could actually go ahead and smash life. And that's what he did. Within 2 weeks, we had a call and he said, "Richard, my life's changed." I said, "Why is that, Paul?" And he said, "Man, all these things happen to me. I should be depressed, but I love my life even more so than now because I've started focusing on the 3 of the 4 pillars that was important to him." He started focusing on health because he actually went out and played soccer, which he loved so much. He actually focused on purpose, right? He really got focused on purpose because he started, contributing back to society through the church. And then the other thing he did was he started to actually really contribute even more, live his purpose even more so at school because he was a teacher and he got involved as a debating coach. This is possible, guys. This is all for you, and you can have this as well in the Forge Your Life system. So if it's all right with you, I want to share with you what you get in the Forge Your Life system. See, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get 12 weeks, one-on-one coaching, one-on-one power plays, I call it, with me, where each week we work through what's important with you to break through what's up here, to get you through to going to do what you want to do. Then every week we have personalized enforcer challenges that I put out with you just for you after our conversations that you need to go take so that you can start running. So you pick up the momentum, you run through it, you smash through those barriers, right? And then on top of that, we are also going to have 6 fortnightly man huddles, right? Huddles with the other ultimate man in this group so that we can actually go ahead and actually build a huge tribe and a huge community so that more men can actually go and smash it and actually start playing at a bigger level and a higher level than ever before. See, this package would normally cost $6,000 because of all the history behind it, because it's not just me who's contributing to this. You have 18 guys I've spoken to online and offline to share what their secrets with me, and I've transformed it into this amazing program just so that you can actually have the benefits of what I've learned as well, because I feel like I'll be hiding the secrets of it if I didn't get it to share with you. And on top of that, I've spent the last 10 years of my own life working on how to actually become my own ultimate man, really discovering myself, opening myself up to play that bigger game and step into my value. And I want you to have this experience, to save you time, to save you the money that I've spent, tens of thousands, almost $50,000 already just to learn what I've learned, right? And on top of that, I want to save you the emotional roller coaster. I don't want you breaking yourself down, going through the journey by yourself, because we have a brotherhood, we have an ultimate man huddles that we're going to have to keep us together and online and on point. So guys, but I'm not going to give it to you for $6,000. I'm going to give it to you for 5 people only. This is limited to 5 people only because, as you know, this F.O.R.G.E live program takes my time, takes my energy. And if I was to really serve you the most, could only have 5 people in here where I could give you everything about me and everything else that I've learned. And so for the first 5 people that register now for their complimentary 10-minute man huddle with me, right, to see if I can help you, to see if we're a good team, to see if we can actually be beneficial for each other, I'm going to take 50% off and you get it for 3,000 Australian dollars. Of course, there are payment plans available as well, and we can work through that as well. But grab it now because we're limiting it only to 5 people, guys. And I want you to really go out and take it. Don't let this opportunity go by because it is your year right now. This is the moment where you decide whether you want to play a bigger game or you don't. Whether you want to be a mouse or a man. Whether you want to be just one of the boys or if you want to be the man. See, we only want to work with serious people, and that's why we're only limiting it to 5 places for people to register and come work with me one-on-one on this program, because we are going to smash it and absolutely obliterate all the barriers that are holding you back. Because imagine if you were able to do that. Imagine if you had that full belief, that full faith in yourself that you could achieve anything you wanted. You could have anything that you wanted. But most of all, imagine what it would be like if you knew you could handle everything and anything that gets thrown your way. No more stressing about what could happen. No more getting stressed out by other people. No longer getting pressured by everyone else to be a certain way, but for you to really open up and be yourself and be more of who you are and the magic that is in you. That's what's waiting for 5 guys if they register now. So head on over. This is no obligation, right? I mean, it's a free call. You just register now. We're just going to talk. We're going to talk to see if we're a good match. And then from there, we'll have a longer session to really strategize out how we're going to break through what's going on in your head so that you can open yourself up and you can be an ultimate man. So guys, head on over, register now, and I'll see you guys soon, all right? Thanks. Bye.